Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time, but welcome back to BallySpring. This is, well, not welcome back, welcome to BallySpring. This is episode number 1. Um, yeah, I've decided, you know what, this map came out and I fancied playing it myself, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do some recording and, see how we go. So I decided to start doing it again, so let's see how we go. So I'll give you a brief tour of our farm. Obviously, Valley Spring has been out on older farming sims. 23 it was on, or was it? No, 22. Sorry, and 2019 as well, I believe. But yeah, this gives you a rough idea of the map. It's a fairly big map, and if we go to where is it? Farmlands. You can see what we are starting off with. Um, Here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. And I'll show you a tour of the equipment. I've just remembered that I forgot. I did obviously do some setup, so I forgot to change our money. That is not how much money we have. We'll hold the phone a minute. I'll just adjust that. There we go. That is a bit better. So we got rid of that. So yeah, I will give you a tour of what we're starting with. So we've got this lovely John Deere 6400. Is going to be our sort of loader tractor and small sort of utility tractor, I guess, as it were. It looks like we start with some silage here in the barn. We've got some seed, lime, herbicide and fertilizer in our little storage shed here. Got a mower, rake and a third spinner there. This shed, wow, this is nice here. Look at this. Got a Massey Ferguson 4795. That's our main workhorse. We've got a New Holland BB960A. Obviously a square baler forage wagon here. Not sure what brand that is. I think that's it for this side of the yard. And over this way, what a lovely map, by the way, might I say, guys. It is gorgeous. It's nice to have it back. We've got our trailer here. This is our cane trailer, I believe. Which says lizard, but I think it's based off of a cane trailer. So yeah, that's nice. And we've got our combine here. And also some cows. Let me show you them. So we have, well, we've got quite a few, 50 limousines. They have got some food, they've got silage, TMR, and they've got some straw, so they're actually okay for a minute. So we've got them to think about and look after. And we have some crops ready. Here's our combine, Class Dominator, 208, so fairly reasonable size. We'll get this gate open. This is our field here of OSR. All ready to harvest. I think actually everything is ready to harvest. Let's have a quick look at the other fields. So out here, only this one's not. We've got soybeans out here. So this will be a later date. And we've got 2 grass fields. I know this one's actually clover. So we've got a clover field and a grass field. All, both of them are ready. What we got here? Wheat. So we've got some winter wheat here. It's also ready to harvest. So we got, for now, we've got 58, 57 to do. And the 2 grass fields if you want. Yeah, here's our last grass field. So yeah, let's crack on. Let's do something. So we'll start the old combine up. We are going to have to dry over some of the crop here. Or unfold it. Crop destruction is on, but I've got a mod that doesn't just destroy it, it bases it off of the speed of travel and a few other things, so that's why we didn't instantly destroy those. I'll give you a brief rundown of the settings once we get going. Oh, we'll be crashing, it's not a good start. So as you see, we have lost a bit of crops there. It's certainly an interesting mod, I've not used it before, so new to me. Right, so we will use GPS. Set it up, so 2 headlands, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see how we go. Hopefully we get some good yield here. Obviously it's getting chopped, we're not having any straw out of this. So we have sort of jumped straight into the hot seat here, but I don't want to make it boring for you guys, so I'll do a little bit of this and then we'll maybe set a worker off. I'll get rid of that for a moment. But it's looking like it's not fertilised very well. Looking at our yield map there. Right, how can I see that? Yield, here we go. So yeah, we're about what, 70%? So that's close from this. I'll just grab that a little bit. Which isn't too bad, so I'm guessing the fields need a little bit of work, which is something we can sort out before we plant them again. Okay. So yeah, this is lovely. I'm so glad this map's back out. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy an Irish map. Makes it just smaller fields, you know, not such big scale farming. There's still some decent sized fields, but yeah, it's enjoyable. So on this playthrough we are sort of a mixed farm, I guess. We've got some arable, well, we've got 2 arable fields, 3 arable fields, and cattle. So, you know, it's enough to keep us going for now. What else do I need to show you? So yeah, these are our cows. They're only 6 months old, so we're going to keep them until they're older to sell. Obviously there's contracts. Now we do aim, which is quite cool, which is custom to this map, is a dryer and storage building, which is right in front of us here actually, as we come down. I'll show you that in a bit more detail once we set the worker off here. Obviously, basically it does what it says on the tin, it dries the crops out. So we'll run everything through there to get the maximum price. You get more for obviously drying it. So what we got here, we got OSR. So I don't crash. We got we'll get a bit further along to safety, and we'll check. Where has it gone? OSR, here we go. So you put 100 OSR, you get a 95 dried OSR and grain waste and 2 diesel. So yeah, that's pretty good. I will show you that building in a second. Let's just get this bit done. Yes, it doesn't look like we're going to get too much off this field, but you know, something's better than nothing. So yeah, if I show you, for example, here we've got oilseed rate, which is 2,190. But if you dry it, dried OSR well, we haven't got a top yet, 2,118. Was that any different? It didn't actually look too different. So 218 and 2190. I don't know. We'll have a bit better look at that in a bit. But I'm pretty sure surely it would be worth drying, otherwise it wouldn't have the sort of factory there, would you? Wouldn't have the shed. So I'm going to go ahead, finish the headland here, and then get back to you once we've got the worker going up and down. Okay guys, we are back. So we have hired a worker, carry on for us, and I was just looking at the production calculator, which is another great mod, and it says here that canola is only worth 2,171 or OSR as normal, and then once it's dried it's worth 2.5. So I don't know whether to go off this or the actual game price, but here it says it's definitely worth doing. You increase your value by 36,000, including the 5. So you're definitely making 30,000 extra, according to that anyway. So yeah, I think we will do that. I will hop over to that building now and just show you, because it's quite cool. We get it opened up. So here we are, back in our yard. Go in this little door here. So I think we have to open it from inside. So here is our grain dryer, which is pretty cool. / storage. Press this button. That opens up that. And then obviously you tip in here and you fill up in here. So we'll close this little side door. And we will go and I think we have time to maybe not. We'll go and get the Massey Ferguson and put it on a grain trailer, just so the combine's not full and waiting at any point. So we'll take the baler off. This is another lovely mod, and we will hook the trailer up and keep the combine empty. That's the main thing, is to keep that rolling. So we've got to get used to these tight little yards again. Yeah, also I think I want to set the 6400 off, maybe with the mower, to start doing some mowing, which I think will be good. But first we'll put this on. And then we can unload the combine so we know he's good to be left for a minute. That's me. It's nice having some cows. It makes a good farm when it's cows. Hopefully that header trailer's not going to be in the way though. Should be, but we'll find out. Let's just unload him as he goes up here. The perfect timing is 80% full. So they're missing a few bits at the end, but we can tidy up. Tidy up later. Look at this, what a view. What a view. I don't really want to drive on that, but I guess we can, just for the sake of unloading. Too late. Missed our chance. I think it'd be alright for a moment. What's he got? 50%. So he didn't unload too much. It'll be okay. Right, anyway. Let's get this loader off. What a lovely little tractor, by the way. Appreciate the little 6400. 100 horsepower, that's what we need. It's actually a good tractor for these tight little sheds and farms. So we do actually have an auto swather on here, which I'll have to try and figure out how to use. Because I haven't actually used this mod before, so it's all new to me, but it certainly looks like a good mod. It's very well detailed. So we'll go and start in this field, I believe. Here's the gateway, yeah. Okay. Unfold this. I did notice just then that the combine is stuck on the header trailer. I think he's doing a tractor. We'll just turn the worker off. Ooh, crikey. Carry him on here. Hopefully he'll be able to sort himself out. Yeah, it looks like he's okay. Okay, back to this. So, lower mower. Swath dropping, control Y. Left swath. Okay, so it actually seems a bit against the grain. Go around this way, it's going to chuck the swath in there, isn't it? So just trying to figure out how this works. So if we went this way, we'd be cutting that again. something like that. And maybe when we come back around, maybe it's worth it. Not entirely sure on this actually, to be honest, but we'll give it a go. We'll test it, see how we get on. I think what I'll do is I'll chuck a time lapse on and see what happens. So I'll see you in a bit.
Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be.
Okay guys, we are back, and I think I have just about got a hang of this mower. It's a little bit messy, but you have to forgive me as it's my first time using this mod, and then just generally using a mower with a swather in general. It has taken some getting used to, but it does save the time of raking up, I suppose. So, as we're mostly going to be doing silage, it does kind of make our rake a little bit redundant, but we will see. We'll see how we get on. We might have some hay to make in the future, so we'll keep holding the rake for now. No, it's going well. So we would have cut this grass field. This will be ready to pick up near enough straight away. So yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty exciting stuff. It's nice to use different mods. Does make, well, farming simulator without mods would be a completely different game, so it's certainly nice. Certainly nice to have them. Big thanks to the modders. But yeah, right, let's get this last bit finished off. Tidied up. Then, take this back to the yard and see how the combine's got on. I did empty him in the time lapse, as you guys probably saw. So, just tidy these little bits up. Perfect. I think there's a few bits we missed at the beginning here. But yeah, I mean, it certainly isn't the prettiest build I've ever seen, but you know, it has saved. Actually, probably just jump back. So it has saved growing up. Obviously, this bit here is a bit messy where we first started, but we weren't to know. So it also has a lovely sound, this mod. You can hear the power winding down. Wouldn't want to get stuck in there, would you? But, you know, big shout out. Big shout out to this mower. Well, that's pretty cool, that. We need more mods like that, I think, in this game. Good detail. Okie dokie, right, let's get out the gate here. Very nice. Over this very scenic bridge. and back into our farmyard. So we won't actually take the mower off. What we'll do is we'll take this up to our clover field, because that obviously is going to need cutting as well. As far as I believe, it is ready to harvest. I mean, look at these lovely lanes. We do own this little bit here. I'm not exactly sure what it's for, but I think we'll find a use for it. And this is just gorgeous. The level of detail on these maps is great. Okay, so here is our gate. Let's get out and open it. So yeah, this is our clover field. It is ready to harvest. It's a lovely little setup, isn't it? It looks smart. Right, so let's put it in here. Ooh, that's close. And we will spin around this way. We'll leave this prepped and ready to go. I don't really trust a worker to do this, so we'll leave this for a moment. And we will shut this gate because we're going to be coming back here. But let's just hop on over to the combine. So, yep, looks like he's finished. Somehow he's ended up in this corner of the field. We won't ask too many questions. Tidy these little bits up that he's missed. I mean, the workers are a lot better in this game, but they're still not quite perfect. Just missed these few bits. It's a lot better than we've had over the other. Did I get that? Yeah, the other games. So can't argue. Right. So it looks like it's all going to fit in one trailer. Just about 67% full. So yeah, it's only just going to all go in here. Well, not only just, there's some spare space. What we'll do, we'll leave that for a moment, and we will get this put into our grain dryer so that we can start drying it out. I think it's cool to do as we've got the grain dryer and I've never used it, it's something I certainly want to use, so we'll take this and tip it in. Somehow it's all quite tight here. That is very close. Somehow we've got to get it into here. I'm guessing the best way would be to reverse it. I'm testing my reversing skills now. Did clip through that post a little bit. It's fiddly. This is why we can't really have too much bigger tractor or trailer just working with the CR. I actually don't know what's in that shed there. There we go. Let's tip it in. So our lovely noisy grate going here. Right, so now we can look at the production. And we can click this and activate. But we can't activate it because it is missing diesel, I'm guessing. So how do we bring the diesel in? Not oats, that's the wrong one. I saw O and that was what I clicked on. Here, that's what we want. Activate. Yes, so still missing material. It's diesel, isn't it? I wonder if you can fill it up from here, or whether you bring diesel. This just opens up this, doesn't it? Okay, so we'll deactivate that for now. It looks like we need to bring diesel here, I guess. Let's see if we can tip it in. Unless it's something to do with this shed, which I don't know. I think this is just a storage shed. Yes, that's just a storage shed, so it's not that. Okay, so there's something for us to figure out there. I'm guessing we bring the diesel over to this and go from there. So we're going to need, I think we've got some diesel here. But we need a Bowser to bring it from here and take it to there. It must be why it's not working. Yeah, because it's diesel is what we need. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll come back to that one. But for now, I know it's a fairly short episode, and we've not really done too much. We have harvested this field and cut our grass field, but I think we're going to call it there. Just for the first episode, sort of an introduction. So, yeah, next episode we'll do some more mowing and probably some more combining, but also we'll figure out diesel for this. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you stick around and hopefully find the next episode. See you later, guys. Bye bye.
Happy